Hi, welcome. If you're watching this video today, it's going to be a review of the WDD130 Getting Started assignment called Create the Homepage in HTML. Again, we explained it would take up to 60 minutes to complete this activity, and by now I hope you've remembered to complete these tutorials here in Khan Academy so you can feel familiar with those and verify that you've done the setup. And I just want to show you what it looks like when you've completed this activity in its entirety. So what I'll be going through is how well mine matches up with this wireframe. Okay, we're looking for a logo image, 3 items in navigation. We should have a banner image that stretches wide, followed by these sections. Okay, we run rivers to relax, image, and then image, we run white water for the rush, and then finally come run with us and its associated footer. So let's go back up and see if we can find it. Okay, I did everything here. If you look at my index page, I have everything here established, and let's actually preview the file because I've called the new project I'm doing riverrafting.html, and it's branched off of this index.html. I also took the time to create links to the other assignments, the About Me, the site plan, the resources, troubleshooting, and what's coming up next, positioning.html. So let's go preview my page and see how well it aligns with the wireframe grid. Now if we click here, oh, it looks like I've actually got it open already. Let's click home, okay, and this is it. Okay, this is my wireframe. I'm trying to duplicate that, and I want to just reiterate what it says here. Do not be too concerned with the positioning at this point. You'll notice some of mine does look like it's positioned well. If yours isn't positioned as nicely right now, that's okay. You'll notice I've actually have this thing going on right here. I have 2 images, the same image. Okay, what we want to do is make sure these images are different from each other. You do want to make sure your logo is showing, that you have navigation. You also need a wide banner image, a heading, and you should have a third different picture here. And coming on down, I've got the heading 3 and my footer. Now, what I want to just show you, it's easy to change pictures, and I need to do that real quick. So let's go review my riverrafting.html page, and I believe it was my 3rd image that I needed to adjust, this one. So I'm going to change that right now. And as I'm here, you can actually take a look at my page. I've got highlighted right now on the screen the main div. Okay, you'll notice that contains most of the body of my content. Okay, I've got the banner image here located in my image tag, and then here's my main content as illustrated in the class home grid. Got my heading, paragraph, image, and then my second image, heading, paragraph, and then finally I cap it off with a section that contains just the heading and paragraph. And then down below that, before I close my body, there's my footer. And you'll notice there's some things I haven't completed yet, such as the social media images in my wireframe down here. Those don't show yet because I forgot to put those. So I will be going and trying to get perhaps a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube image for those social media links. That's really all I'm missing here in my footer. Okay, so let's come back here and let's remove this image, replace it, I should say, with the other one. And I encourage you to find some images that can reach your target audience. As you can see, I've got my About Me pic here. I got some random R2-D2 made in the snow, like a snowman. And then I also included my wireframe. And here, this river narrow, Elves Chasm, and my river wide. So these are the 4 images you saw on this page. Okay, I've included it here, river rafting project. If we click there, you see it's gone. My alternative text is showing. So let's go grab it. It's this river narrow I wanted to use for my image in that location. I'm going to come here to riverrafting.html, and over here, that's what I've copied, and I will now paste that. And if I want to make sure it's working, okay, that's the next thing I need to do is come over here, visit my page again, and refresh. And there, I do see it. You'll notice, wow, looks like it's a little smaller than the other one I've used, so I'm probably going to have to optimize this, or better yet, optimize that so it will fit the page a little better. But that's neither here nor there because right now I just want to just make aware, okay, this that we're doing is just creating the home page in HTML. So the most important thing is that you've got the images showing, that you've finished off your menu with the listed items, okay, that you've added a banner, that you've got the main content all provided, and that you've also started to do your footer here. And the last thing I want you to do is verify that you can see your project in a new tab. Because when I grade you on the rubric, I'm going to make sure you essentially have one wide banner image, two other images, and if they're the same, just fix that like I had to. 3 headlines, 3 paragraphs, again, a logo image, and then a list of words for the navigation. And then down here, we want the copyright. And we also want to make sure we have validated the page. So let's go make sure I've done that. If we come over here, okay, logo, check. 3 items in navigation, check. And they don't need to be completed because you'll notice mine, if I click on it, I've created the file facts.html, but there's nothing in it, okay? There's actually nothing in my facts.html. I just made the file, okay, I'll have to build it later. And my contact.html is not finished, and that's okay. But my riverrafting.html, yes, that is working properly. Okay, and you'll want to do that too. So let's back up. Wide banner image, check. It's there. Do I have a second and a third heading? A first, a second, and a third heading? Let's go check. A first heading, right here, good. Second heading, awesome. And a third heading, terrific. And then yes, I've started my footer. I've got 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. I think we're all good. Okay, so this is as much as I want to see on your pages for the Create a Homepage assignment. Look for the next video, which is going to show you how we now then learn to position things. You can position things with floats. You can position things with absolute positioning. You can also use a grid. You can also use flex, and I'll be demonstrating some of those in week 4 in the next video. So look for that. But again, week 3, this is what we've accomplished. Okay, now it comes down to using CSS to position things, and the CSS I'm linking to, if I come on up here, my CSS is linked right here. I'm pointing to a styles.css file, and this is where I'm going to come to start to do some styling. You'll notice I've already done some styling here. I've imported a Google font. I have targeted all of my headers to inherit this bangers font family, and I've asked all my paragraphs to inherit this Roboto, okay, font family style. To remove bullet points, you can do so easily with list style type none applied to the navigation. And if you want to experiment with styling your anchors or your linking elements, you can target text decoration to be none. You can target the color for those items. You can even target different font families, as well as the footer if you want that to have the same, font family as perhaps your anchor elements or your headings, because my paragraphs are the only ones that inherit Roboto. But again, the CSS is where that magic happens. But again, it has to be linked properly here to the file you're wanting to work with, which I've done so. I encourage you to finish up your work. Okay, you can review this video if you want to just check week 3 so you're ready for week 4. And I look forward to seeing your work as it comes in. Thanks so much. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.